Everybody, another stream with me, Rascal, coming to you from the FTOG.net Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved mod pack set to expert mode. And I've got so much stuff to show you, and so much has happened since our last stream, so let's hurry on in and let's get ready to Minecraft, because oh my god, is there stuff to show you. First off, as you can see, I have made a few pieces of the quantum suit, and before I start showing what else I've done, and it's obvious that I have an ME system now, and let's upgrade this first, because the other day I was trying to get something called a mob soul. Is that it? I should have one in the system. Mob soul. Yes, a mob soul. And especially an Enderman. And why, I'll show you in a little bit. But I got mugged by an Enderman type that's much stronger than the regular one. And I thought my nanosuit would hold up, but it didn't. So I thought to myself, I have the stuff to make top tier armor, and okay, that doesn't work. Epic fail. And I think it just wants the regular nanosuit, doesn't it? Oh, that should be easy enough, because I've already programmed the crystal into the auto crafting system, so it's just a matter of one of those, and carbon plates, just some carbon plates, and crystal should be done by now. There we go. Let's put you back in. Go back to quantum please. Thank you very much. And I am streaming today because I am at home with a terrible backache. I don't know why, but I wanted to pick up one of the kids the other day, and something snapped in my back. So now I am heavily sedated. So if I'm coming across slow, that's not because I'm sleepy or anything. It's just a gravity chest plate. There we go. There it is, the gravity chest plate, the last missing piece of our armor. And let's go up to the MFSU and charge that. There's no achievement for it. That's a shame. Come on. Charge, please. So yeah, I'm having a lot of back trouble, and that's why I'm able to stream today. Also helps take my mind off things. You don't want to see in what position I'm in. I'm actually lying flat on my belly on the couch, because that's the most comfortable position for me right now. There we go. Gravity chest plate. And yeah, brilliant. Let's turn that off. So let's start the as of right now, just to let them know I'm streaming. So the tour. The obvious thing is the MA system, and I am able to have one because we have the server admin Thorgal has updated the mod pack. We are running to version 2.4.2, and previously the controller parts were ridiculously expensive, but now the only expensive part to make the controller is the actual Asurus quartz wrench, and you need some enriched cenarium alloy, which we use our UU setup for, and some enhanced Galgadorian, which is not that difficult in itself. It's just a whole lot of this eyes of Galgador and stabilized metal blocks of diamond. So that's just a question of gathering up stuff and crafting the the proper items to make the controller. And the wrench, it does not get consumed when you make the controller, so you can use it as often as you want. And that's why we have this at the back of all of the caches, where all of the item conduits were before. And this is the tried and tested methods of the engines of it, of using the PDP tunnels. If you're unfamiliar with the tunnels and want to know how to set up a network like this, there is someone on this server that can teach you far better than I can. And I've used his name quite a bit during my streams, but he's just very knowledgeable when it comes to certain mods in Minecraft. And Nonsanity actually has a brilliant tutorial on applied energistics, and especially about the networking part. So if you want to know how to set this up, because it would take far too long to explain how this works, pop over to his channel. I'll put a link in the description afterwards for people that watch the download, and he can tell you all about this. But this is what is powering the entire network, and I haven't swapped the caches out because it would take far too many drives to make everything fit that I already had stored. I upgraded the stone storage to deep storage units because I can make them pretty easily now, and overall resources are no longer a problem due to the quarry. And I have also updated our clipboard in the meantime. As you can see, the second one's completely empty now, and on this one I have a couple of things like the quantum suit that I still need to do as soon as I possibly can. The MOX reactor, I'll get to that in a bit, but that's done as well. Bigger reactor is what I'm currently working on to get and automate everything that is in the broadest sense of the phrase. I want to automate as much as I possibly can, and this should say make smart spawn system. There it is. The text just got pulled to the side there, and by that I mean, for example, blaze rods. I want to set up a spawn system that as soon as the ME system drops below an X amount of blaze rods, it will automatically turn on a spawner that spawns blazes. And I want to do that for a lot of things. And I could have it run constantly, but our server, due to the amount of players and the level of their advanced machinery, the server is struggling tick-wise, and so whenever I can help with reducing the server load, I can. So that's why I want to have the spawn system to be smart. And that's it for this bit. Over here, our really large smeltery setup is gone now. Because I don't need all the button pushing anymore to make the blends. I have these magma crucibles that will smelt the appropriate items like the redstone and the ender pearls, and the transposers, which are not all set up. They are all installed and configured, or hooked up, I should say, but they're not all configured in the ME system to transpose to the appropriate items should I need them. But that removed the need for all the button pushing. So this is just one really large smeltery, and it's also hooked up to the ME system. All I need to do is to take note if I'm making ingots or gears, but I could probably just remove the entire ingot part, because there's not one ingot that I need to make in the smeltery per se. I do believe, but I'll leave it here in case I mess things up. And there is actually one ingot that only can be made in the smeltery. I'm Oh, I haven't. I noticed that I haven't actually hooked up the basing yet, but that's fine. And the lava fab that was in the wall over there is now here because I'm also making obsidian, and that's also controlled by the ME system. So whenever this drops below 5,000, it will turn on the extruder and make obsidian. And let me think. There was one other thing. Oh, massive hole here. Still need to. Let's fix that while we're at it, because I had a problem yesterday that with my ME system that at some point it would stop serving certain buses, and I couldn't figure out why. But apparently, a part of my ME controller is outside of the chunk loaded boundaries, and that will give you problems. So I fixed that. I added another world anchor. The rock crusher was there before. That's now sunken into the floor because it will only accept other than doing it by hand from the top. So that was not really going to happen because our rock crusher takes up all the space above it. So I had to drop it into the floor to be able to hook the interface up to make crushed obsidian on request. And the sag mills that were on our list for so long are here now. There's one there and there's one at the back, so I have two sag mills. I'm not running flint or dark steel balls. I have so much Certus quartz ore of any type that I don't actually need to add either flint or the dark steel balls. I've got plenty of it. And to show you I'm not kidding, let's see, we have 24,000 regular Certus quartz crystals and 2,200 over on the charged ones. And I've just noticed that I'm also showing my new sword, which is from Draconic Evolution, the Sword of the Wyvern. And if you notice, the Reaper 5 enchant is actually what gives you a very small chance to get a mob soul whenever you kill something. And that is what I'm going to use in the end to make all of the spawners with. And I'll head down and show you why. Bob's doing okay. That's actually Bob 2.0 because the first Bob got killed by a zombie that got pushed through the ceiling of the spawn system. Not a whole lot has changed down here. I've added a lot more, even more capacitor banks, so we are currently holding 2.275 billion RF, which is enough to power everything for a day or two. Well, not if the core is running, but for a while. And I wanted to get a whole lot more UU matter, so I made a mini scrapatron, as I call it. It's just one of the DSUs that was filled with stone from running 3 quarries, run through a massively overclocked recycler. And whenever this had a lot of scrap, I'll just run it over here and put it on top of there, and the crafter will make all of the necessary scrap boxes. So we're still good for scrap boxes for a while. And how much did it make in the meantime? It's back up to 16 buckets, so this should be filling as well. Yeah, it is. Excellent, because one of the things that were on the list that I didn't talk about is I need to supersize this. I'm gonna need almost unspeakable amounts of UU matter. And I need them for my final build because I have decided to build part of the exterior out of iridium blocks. And I know there's another way to make a block look like an iridium block, but I'm dead set on not cutting corners, and so I will have to supersize this in such a way that I can make buckets minutes instead of hours. And I have more safari nets. Top 2 are villagers. One is for the shard things from RF tools, so I can get as many shards as I want without having to wait for a trade to reset. And the other one is a Thumbcraft villager that will trade gold coins for thaumium, which was what I needed to make the actual sword, because these require wyvern cores, which require thaumium, and a lot of nether stars, which I borrowed Non's wither killing box for, the one that made so much noise the other stream. But he's moved it now, so whenever he's killing withers, it's not going to bother me anymore. And that's all. The trade post is there for when I spawn the villagers, obviously. I am automatically piping some stuff that's up here into my import chest of the ME system, and in time all of this will be automatically imported and all the junk will be sent to the trash can. I do believe that it is it for this floor. Got a head from Samsel. He requested his own head and asked me to kill him with his cleaver, and he got 2 of these instead of 1. So he asked if I wanted one. I was sure. So having a player's head above the warning sign, I think adds a little bit of extra. So down here, and let's immediately swap to the appropriate attire, are our reactors. And the MOX reactor I talked about earlier are actually 2 MOX reactors, because the front 2 have been swapped over to MOX fuel, and I've upgraded the vents to advanced heat vents. I don't know if it's overkill, but I don't really care. I want this to be as safe as possible. So the front 2 are running MOX, and the back 2 are running iridium. And these are now almost fully automated. The only thing I need to add, or actually do, is in the ME system up top, order purified crushed uranium, and that will send it down here. And to where exactly, I will show you in a second. But that's why the inventory cable from Steve's Factory Manager is there. And I've swapped the molecular transformer over to use glowstone blocks to make Cenarium, because I have like 3,000 or 4,000 Cenarium parts, and they are used in some recipes, so I'm going to build a second stock of just regular Cenarium. Let's head out of the reactor room, and this is what I have added since our last stream. This is a whole new room, and this handles all of the automation for both reactor types. To my right is for the MOX, and to the left is uranium. And I can also check the state of the reactors on these advanced information panels. And looks like they have been recently refueled. Yes, they are, because I now have 111 plutonium. And this is usable. I don't need this to refuel the reactors, because that's why the automation is here, so that everything that ends up in there I can actually use in recipes, and don't need to worry about the reactors being refueled. And the way I've done this is a combination, as you can see, with Applied Energistics and Steve's Factory Manager. The Applied Energistics part is to process all of the materials, so the tiny, the uranium-235 and the uranium-238, as well as the tiny piles of plutonium, for the not just for the MOX, but also for the end product. And let me think, how did I do? Is this? Yeah, this is the way this works. Without touching the Steve's part yet, because that's the easy bit. The way this works, the empty fuel rods get sucked out of the reactor by Steve's Factory Manager and being put into the diamond chest, which is way too big, but I don't really care at this point. And only the empty fuel rods are being sent to this side and I'm just talking about the MOX. So how this works is the centrifuge will process the empty fuel rods and push out I do believe, or not. What is this? No, the cable, or the conduit pulls out all of the contents of the centrifuge and puts it into the iron chest, and it should only pull out the plutonium. What is it? What exactly did you get in return for processing a depleted MOX? Because this is automated now, I don't actually know anymore. And let's see the use of that. Right. So you get the 3 plutonium back from the MOX fuel, plus 1 tiny, and the iron dust from the rod. So what happens is the plutonium is sent to the recycler, or the cyclic assembler, I'm sorry, and don't write they're loading it. And so the large plutonium bits get sent to the assembler. The dust is being sent to the furnace and being processed into new rods. And the assembler is also being supplied with the uranium-238. And all of the tiny parts will be sent directly to the crafter. And this, the export bus, exports the tiny piles of plutonium you get from processing the uranium rods. So this is self-sustaining. As long as I have uranium-238, which I have, well, more than enough of for a while, this will just keep turning out the plutonium I need for another project that was on the list, and that is the big reactor. I have enough fuel rods for the big reactor to build 4 or 5 layers with a 3x3 center block. But I think I'll want more at some point. And this side is identical to the other one, with the main difference being that it processes a different type of fuel rods. And onto the Steve's Factory Manager. My mouse is acting up again today. So if we look here, there are just there are 4 command groups. One that unloads the uranium, one that unloads the MOX and loads uranium and loads MOX. So if the programs are identical, if you draw a line down here, this program is identical to this, but only the reactor it loads to and the type of fuel is different. So if I show you just one side, so these are the 2 reactors. I didn't know Steve's Factory Manager could actually interact with them, and if I had Googled it or looked up some videos, I would have probably noticed that it was possible, but I figured it out pretty much for myself. And I added a condition in as opposed to just a regular in and output, just to make the program easier to run. What this does is it checks one of the reactors if it has depleted uranium fuel rods. If it doesn't, nothing happens. If it does, the condition true takes effect, and it will pull the empty fuel rods and it will output it to the diamond chest, and then the ME system takes over. It's the exact same for the number 2 reactor. If we go out, and the loading part is the exact opposite, in that it checks if the reactor has fully or freshly made uranium fuel rods, because as you can see, these have no damage value, and the condition is set to false. So if it doesn't have fully or freshly made fuel rods, it pulls from the slightly larger chest, wrong one, the inventory, the second chest, the slightly larger one, and it pushes it into the reactor. And the MOX is the same in terms of how the programming works. So if we check in here, there should be this is a spare set of uranium fuel rods, so that whenever it gets depleted, it doesn't have to wait for the processing line to process all of the empty rods to make the new ones, which is not the case for the MOX ones, because I don't really care if they all drain at once. I just don't want it to burn all of my plutonium. And with 111 that I have now, I probably could make a second set of fuel rods. And the number of empty rods is also what controls how much material gets used. So the programming, along with the amount of available empty fuel rods, controls how many new ones will be available to the system. And that is how this works. I think the ME system is overkill, but it was the only way off the top of my head I could figure out how to automate this. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot in here. 39 tiny. Part of the 39 is the cyclic assembly. That's why. So it has plenty of materials to work with once the uranium reactors deplete, or the rods in the reactors deplete. And there's just 164K. Yeah, just 164K storage cell, which is far too large, but that doesn't really matter much. And in the containment box is I made a mistake, and I had to pull out the fuel rods, and that left me with this one fuel rod that has one tick worth of usage. So just for safety reasons, I'll just keep it into the ME system. And that's it. This is all of the reactor automation done. There are different ways to automate it, but I think this is a little different than most of the people on the server tend to do it. And behind this wall, the inventory cable is encased in fused quartz again, and apparently the blast can't make a 90-degree turn, if you will. So if this does blow, which it never should, but let's assume a worst case scenario, if this does blow, it won't get farther than just beyond that wall. So, and that is all. Is that all that I've done in a nutshell? I think that is it. Yeah, and we have tons more to do still, because I'm also in the process of upgrading the power lines, because the energy pipes are no longer enough. And if I want to automatically make these, let's head over to the system and see what these actually require, because there should be some ducts that I still need to process. These are the red cell energy flux ducts. Oh. And as you can see, they need to be filled with destabilized redstone after you make the empty ones, and these are made from erythium, signalum, hardened aluminum glass, and flux electron blend. All of these surrounding blocks I can easily make and automate in the system. But the one thing I haven't automated yet is the hardened aluminum glass. And I made a few batches a while ago by hand, but I don't want the fuss of having to do that. So let's turn that on. Let's see how fast that drains. By the way, it's the first time ever I actually have a full quantum suit with a gravity chest plate. So I've played on some other servers, and I was often close to it, but for some reason every time I got close to a gravity chest plate the server closed. But that's a whole different story. So on to our magma crucible bits. This is where I want to make the glowstone, the liquid glowstone, in fact. And we're also going to have this crafted automatically, and Why is that export bus still there? That doesn't need to be there. So that's our first order of business for the day. And once I've automated that, I'll show you another part of a project I'm currently working on, and that is upgrade or automate the assembly tables. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Fluid, because we need to make some stuff to automate that. Let me see. Why are you? Fluid interface. Is that it? No, I need a fluid storage bus. No, not a storage mod. Dang it. Where are you? Fluid storage bus. Thank you very much. And of course I don't have any more interfaces, but that's easily fixable because I've pre-programmed the recipe in the system, so let's make 10 more. I had to pull out all of my inscribers to make room for the magma crucibles. Let me think, what else did I need? Do I still have one of the tanks? And no, I don't have one of those. I think I have a few empty ones in my tablet still. We'll have to get a remote at some point. And okay, I've already made one of those, so that's not really an issue. Yep, that can go away. So let's upgrade this with Invar first. Let me see if anyone's watching right now. Nope, nobody watching yet, but it's okay. At this hour, I don't really expect anyone to watch this. Hardened glass. Crap. Dang it. Tank. Let's put the upgraded tank in here first. And our hardened glass. Those cultists from Thumbcraft are really loud, and you can go in. I'm listening. Are you actually watching the stream, Hook? Okay, so that's the last one we need. And oh, cable. We need cable. Let's see, we have some blue. Just hearing, okay. Well, in any case, welcome to the stream, buddy. Glad to have you. And I'm forgetting that this has the gravitation engine, so I'll have to double tap space to be able to just fly up. So this will push it out, and we will have... where did I put those? Right, so just the export bus. So I will only need this as an import, and I think I set all of these to high. That's on ignore. That shouldn't be on ignore. Alright, so that's I'll copy the settings once I have everything in place, but first we need another export bus. It's so nice to finally have an ME system and be able to just order stuff and not have to walk from crafting table to crafting table to get the stuff we need to do our little projects. And did I totally... Come on, thank you. Did I totally encase this? I still have space. How many channels is this? 3. Yeah, that's exactly the right amount I need. And I guess I'll have to go with green. So our fluid storage bus goes on the tank. Our cables will go to there. And I will need to run one more. There is stuff in the way. Did I not think this through completely? I guess I didn't. I guess I can reroute it through here. Can I? Yeah, I can. I'll just have to get a piece of Fluix cable. I definitely need a remote. And no, that's a pattern. I don't want the pattern. Where is our Fluix cable? Okay, I'm out, so let's craft 10 just because we can. That's the wrong cable. This is the smart Fluix. Of course it is. And let's see, it needs to come here. So I need one Fluix cable to hook it up into the main line, so to speak. And I'll run it to there and up. There we go. And just to be safe, this will be set to ignore, because as soon as the level emitter, the fluid level emitter, outputs a redstone signal, that will stop transmitting. And we don't want that, because the Tesseract is also powering our ME controller. And if that goes offline, then no more goodies. A fluid level. There we go. I think I have the stuff to make that still. Yes. And glowstone, because we are going to melt the blocks and not the dust. I guess I should also get the mob soul from a witch, so I have an infinite source of glowstone. What I do now is just run back and forth to the town hall to grab the glowstone that's in the drawers, and this should be powered, so let's start melting some glowstone. Just a bucket will do, so we can configure everything properly. And let's grab an empty bucket. How's the audio quality, by the way, Hook? Okay. Okay. So we need to emit that when the levels are below 5. Oh, not that many. It's good. Cheers, buddy. 512,000 millibuckets, so that's 512 buckets worth of energized glowstone. And is this still doing its thing? Yeah. Okay, so how this works, because this should be configured properly, and we can test that because this has 5 buckets and 5 buckets. So if we want to let that work for a bit, we'll set it to 7,000. So as soon as it has 7 buckets of energized glowstone, it should stop emitting a redstone signal, and the magma crucible should stop working. Met one other below, yeah. That is weird. Did I not say emit when levels are below? Why are you not responding? Is it gonna stop now? Or is it just gonna ignore? Okay. If I swap this back, it turns on again. Right. I need this to... Let's set that back to the right amount of destabilized glowstone. So that's 512 buckets. So if I swap that back, it should stop now. Because this is set to low. Am I getting... Alright. Yep. So let's reverse that again. And this will start working. Excellent. And I guess we should do the same for this one. And this one is set to that, so this needs to be high. Or for good measure, let's just set it to the exact same as that one. So this will be making our resonant or our energized glowstone for the hardened lumium glass. And to make the blend, we have a new nifty little block that's being added by extra cells, which is the fluid assembler. And I still have that bucket of glowstone on me, yeah. And lumium. I still have ingots worth of it, but the amount of whatchamacallit, of the ducts we're going to need, it's not going to be enough. I think this is the blend, lumium blend. So if we were to do that, or is it gonna mess it up now because I don't actually have lumium blend? No, I don't. So I'll have to make one blend first and grab another bucket. But that's okay. That is okay. Because we can do all of this. There we go. Lumium blend. And let's go grab a new bucket of energized glowstone. Weird that the bucket turns upside down once you grab it. And go to our pattern terminal. And now we can just do this. And that will give us a 4, oh, no, not there, 4 lumium blend. And yeah, yep, that is true. That's why none uses it in his new base, because of the hydrodynamic properties it has. It floats upwards. That's the weird thing. If you place a bucket down into the world, the liquid flows up. And where are my transposers? Guess I'll just have to walk over and... Okay, yeah. Let's just walk over there. And I'll have to see which one has the... This one has the glowstone. And this one has a resonant ender. So, which one has the export bus? Why is it good for me, Hook? So that will import that there. Yeah. Let's see if I configured this correctly. No, I haven't. Here comes the glowstone, and okay, so that gives regeneration. Okay, I did not know that. We'll set that to import as well. And where's the export bus or the import bus? It's on that side. So let's configure you to output. And while I'm at it, oh, this one is configured. So the only thing I still need to configure is that one, which is going to handle the gelid cryotheum, which I have some of, but not a whole lot. We're going to need that for the big reactor. And you can go back into your tank now, because I don't need you anymore. And I think I've been silly because I don't know. Do you need to transpose energized glowstone into anything? I can't remember. But in case we ever need to, we've set it up. But what I actually needed to do was go over to our fluid assembler and put our pattern for the hello. It's the wrong type. And okay, we'll do it like that. And we can empty this one and put it back. I've made so many patterns, and so I've built the ME system. This one's empty, and you can go in there. Voila! And now to test it, let us order up some aluminum blend. We're gonna need a whole lot of it, so I'm gonna pre-order 300 of them. And go. And it's working. It's probably waiting for the crucible to melt it, because there are no augments in there at this point, which we can easily fix. Yeah, that's completely out of glowstone. I think I have some augments already stored in my tablet. I just need the first tier, and we can set that thing to warp speed. And do I have a burger on me because I need to eat? Yep, I do. Good. And augment. We'll need only to craft the first tier. I should have all of these in here. Yes. Nice. And that's 1, and 2, and a 3. And go gadget glowstone. Did I set the export bus to give it glowstone? No, I haven't. That's why it's running out. Silly me. And to make sure it is being filled fast enough, let's add some acceleration cards. I also made an enormous amount of those, because once you have this system, you don't want to wait anymore for your stuff to get done. There's the glowstone, and bam, go the acceleration cards, and this should be pushing it in like, yeah, there we go. There we go. That's all done. So now all we need to do is set a recipe to make the aluminum ingots. And I don't know if I have how much. I think it's obsidian dust I need. Can I? Oh, I can smelt the blend. I don't actually need to smelt it into ingots before. Let's see. I already had 4 of those, but that's fine. And can I smelt this in a regular furnace? I wonder. But let's test this. And grab the aluminum ingot. Because the ingots are also used in recipes, so it's not that much of a bother to smelt it into ingots first before we process it into the hardened aluminum glass. Do I have space on? Do I still have space on the back of this one? Or before we throw in the pattern, let's see if it wants to smelt it first. Just the one. Yep, it will handle that. That's great. That one is full, but I did add a second one. There we go. There we go. That's all done. So now we can order up a whole lot of blend. And so since we already have 300 aluminum blend, let's make 300 aluminum ingots. The crafting CPUs are not that large. It's 3 co-processors each with a 4K crafting storage. For small batches like I'm doing now, it's good. But in the end, I'll have to make more of these, and then I will have to make them bigger. But that's something we can work on. And let's put that on the list, shall we? That's one's full, so let's take the other one. And come on, give me a cursor. Up. Great. Auto crafting. Oh, let's put our bucket back. We don't need it anymore. And that's that. Now the hardened aluminum glass. Let's go into that. Do I have some? No, I don't have any patterns anymore. Be quiet. Are those mobs too loud, Hook? Or is it manageable? Because I can always just turn down the volume. And let's clear you. Obsidian. Oh. What can I? Since I have that from making crushed, you can't hear them. Okay, good. I can hear them, and they're pretty loud. I think it's easier to automate the pulverizer to just crush the obsidian whenever I want it. That's also something we can do. Let's check the recipe, how many obsidian we actually need. Hardened. No, not hardened. Hardened aluminum glass. So it's 4 per, and will give us 2. And I don't have any. Do I have any aluminum glass left, I wonder? No. So we'll have to smelt up a batch by hand. Which is fine. And let's grab some obsidian. So we'll make 1 batch in the induction smelter. Oh, and it will need 4, silly me. So let's go back in here. Don't want that. So it's not 5. Dang it. Let's do it the easy way. For review. And one of you makes a hardened aluminum glass. Wrap that into a pattern. And is it easy to not the is it the alloy smelter? Yes, it is the alloy smelter. Is that is or is that it? No, that's the wrong one. It's the induction smelter. Silly me. Let's pull that out again. And oh, it's induction furnace. No, it's not. Stop messing it up. There it is, induction smelter. Good. Good. And so to make this all automated, we will need to add a pulverizer. That will automatically pulverize our lovely obsidian into dust. So, that's easy. And do I have the gears? No, I don't. But, lucky for us, the copper gears are not in the recipe list yet. Fail. Copper. Let's sort that while we're at it. Copper, so that is, I need 2 gears, I'll do 8. And once that's finished, we will set the recipe in there straight away. I left the chest on there for just manual loading if I wanted to run a manual batch or something. Is there not a copper gear in here? No, there is not. That's a shame. And where are we going to put it? I guess we can do it here. Get out. This thermionic fabricator is just a temporary thing. I made this in here so I can get all of the diamond electron tubes for our automatic assembly table setup, which I have not tested in any way, shape or form. So the way I want it to work might not actually work, but yeah, that's just the way I like to do things. I don't want to test too much stuff unless it is something that might compromise the safety of the players or the server itself. Then I will test it, and anything else I'll just usually I'll just wing it. Let's see if one of the gears is complete yet. No, not yet. As you can see in preparation, I made a whole lot of these 74 Enderium gears. That's a whole lot of Enderium, but that's there it is, the copper gear. Thank you very much. Go straight into our pattern terminal, and that's going to be 4 copper. So nice to have this automated. I can't emphasize enough how nice it is to just have stuff being crafted on demand rather than walking back and forth. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you have played this mod pack as long as most of us have, it's a breath of fresh air to just push a few buttons and have your machinery, which you spend a whole lot of time and effort making, handle the stuff for you. So that's that. The second one should also be done now. Gear. Yeah, there it is. That's our pulverizer. The fluid export bus can go. So we will need an export bus to have a few of, luckily, and an import bus. And there we go. The level emitter, because because I don't want it to chew through all of my obsidian. I don't have one. Oh, I did have. It's still in the system. Excuse me. I think it's almost time for my medication again. Damn, that hurts. How many channels do I still have on this? I should have enough. I should have enough. So if I put you there, do I have access to that? Yes, I do. Do I still have the wires to hook it up? No, I don't. No, I don't. That's not really a problem. Is that tick lag? Oh, no. No. Fail. Fail. Resonant. No, not the empty one. Oh, that's it. No, not just the regular flux ducts, please. Okay. Newsflash. I can make them without filling them first. And I don't have them. But that's okay, because since they're already shown in there, I can do it like that. So I'll need to write that down, that I don't physically need to fill them with redstone before I turn them into resonant flux ducts. I'll have to fill them with resonant ender afterwards, but that's not really a problem. Because the cache that was downstairs fueling the energenic generators are now up here, hooked up to the ME system, and the one that was up here is down there being filled by our spawners. So I have enough pearls for a while to burn. And no, not there. Come on. You know better than that. So that's the power sorted. And let's see. Yeah. Going to export to the top, import from the back, and the level emitter will have to point towards that. And where are you? Let's run some cables first, and put you. Don't need the shovel, so I'll put the wrench where it belongs. You can go there, and we'll have to set it to the right item. Oh, obsidian dust. There we go. And I think I'll set it to a pretty large amount. I think I want 2,000 dust in the system at any one time. So let's set you to that, and set that to 2,000, not 3, and emit when there's below, and I'll also have to grab some obsidian to tell the export bus exactly what to export. Let's grab a stack so I can fiddle with the redstone control. Some more acceleration cards, which I don't have a whole lot of, but ta-da! I can make more at the push of a button. So let's make 10 more. And that should be that. And I will have to rearrange this at some point, but this is just to help get the project started, or it would just take too long. Let's fill you in just for easy access. And I did say the machine is going to import from the back, so that needs to go there. And we are going to tell you I'll slap you in there first to import obsidian. And go flight. You can go there. How many channels do I have left? 3 of them. Plenty. Plenty of channels to go before we need to add more. And on the main line I have more than enough because the tunnel is just under here somewhere. I'm not, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, there it is. Under there. There's the tunnel. So we still have plenty of channels to go on this line before we need to add another one. And we can fill you back in for now. And this is going. So if to set this to low, are you going to stop? Yes. So we're going to set you to high. Correct? Correct. Okay, that's our automatic obsidian dust sorted. Just have to make some more augments because I don't want to wait an eternity for it to make enough dust to start making the hardened aluminum glass. Augments. Augments it is. So that is the first here. And the second here. And lastly, this one. And I don't have that. And now I'm going to run into a problem because as soon as I order cryothium dust, or cryothium dust, it's going to pump it out into our magma crucible. Can I order 100? Yes, I can. And this should be, yeah, good. There we go. And we will just have to run downstairs and grab a diamond chipset. Let's see if we have, but do we still have? Yeah. Let's grab a few, because I do think we will have to make some more augments in the near future. Go up, thank you. I was also in the process of upgrading all of the caches to resonant ones, but other stuff took priority. So that's the last one. Put you in there. I guess I could also upgrade this one, because this is also a resonant one. Don't know if I have the logistics to even support this on maximum speed. We can test that. That is not really a problem. So you and you. And our import bus will need some upgrades as well. And why are you not? Why are you not importing? This is were you that fussy? Okay. Fine by me. And yeah, this is only temporary, so we'll remove this in time. So let's see if we can speed you up as well. So one of those before it draws out all of the cryothium dust. One of you. And one of you. Can I dump some stuff because my inventory is getting full again? The glowstone can go. That can go. And most of the other stuff needs to go somewhere else. And let's check the channel. No new messages yet. And again, that's to be expected at this hour. That is working faster, but... Funny. Do these even work in here? I don't think they do. I don't think so. Oh well. We have 5,000 obsidian still in the system, so before it runs out completely, it should be good. Let's just say that for now. And this is still happily chugging away. Excellent. Muy excelente. And we can start making our ducts, I do believe. So that's that. And what's the recipe for you? The only thing I do not have automated yet, I think, is this, the electrum blend. And the air dust. This is automated, and this is now automated. Let's check. Let us check if we can order up a whole bunch of hardened aluminum glass. And let's order 100. Let us order 100 of those. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Back to the ducts, because we have so much more stuff to do. And not enough time to do it in. Flux duct, resonant flux duct. Da-da. Let's see if we can automate this. Blitz powder. Blitz powder. We can check if we have a... Okay, we have 500 of those and 700 blitz rods. Can I order them? No. And can I run you through the macerator? Or does it have to be a pulverizer? Pulverizer gives us 4 and more niter. Oh, you can also do that by making sand. Seems like a bit of a shame. Oh, the crusher. Aha, we can throw them in the crusher. Interesting. Very interesting. So I can't macerate them, but I can crush them. And just to be done for a while, because the crusher, apart from the dense or the nether quartz and the dense nether quartz, is not automated because it does not have a whole lot of recipes that it is best used for. But in case of the blitz rods, that's a good choice. And I can adjust everything above the crusher that's doing the automation later to just throw in the blitz rods when I feel like it. But for now, let's fill the rest of our inventory, and let's clean up first, because dang it, angel block can go. Don't need that. Slightly larger chest can go back in there. Tape measure can go. Let's go to the decorative and microblock tab. You can go. These need to stay there. Oh, that could have gone in this tab as well. Hammer can go. Shovel can go. Aha. Nice and clean. Smart cables can go, because if we're gonna do more cables, I'm gonna need another type. Chest and stone. Yeah. Let's grab some more. No, blitz rods. let's just grab as many as we can. There we go. And run over to the crusher. I don't know if I told this already before, but I actually had to add a muffler here because that thing is so loud. And we have a manual loading chest here as well. And throw you in there and have you crush all of our lovely stuff, and that will be imported into this chest. If I haven't damaged any of the wires behind here, so let's check. No, that's straight. Okay, good. And now all we have to do is make yet another recipe. I think we'll have to pull out some of the patterns already in the assemblers that we won't need anytime soon, because we are very quickly running out of space. If we go down to the molecular assemblers, 3, 6, 7, I can store 7 more recipes. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, and erythium. Oh, I have some in there. Okay, that's good. Just for good measure, let's powder. You can go there. And to make the, while we're in here, we should also have enough to make the flux duct. You and you. Did I store? Yes. Whew. For a second there, I thought I forgot to store the previous recipe first. So you can go and flux electron blend. But that's not automated yet, so let's have a look at that. No. And so we need to make a pattern for that and a pattern for that. That's just a regular crafting recipe. And yeah, we are quickly running out of space in the assemblers. But adding more is not too much of a problem. I don't think I will do today. Because there are things in here that don't need to be in here much longer. Like the heat vents. Because I won't need to make any more heat vents anytime soon. And if I do need to make them, I did something horribly wrong. Yeah. We will need to make more room for more assemblers. So that's that. And let's grab 2 of you. I really need to go and stretch my back in a bit because this is killing me. So one of that makes one of those. Okay, that's good. We can go over to where our transposers are. And put one in there. Are you not being imported? No, you are not. Why are you not being imported? Do you want to be red and fussy like the other one? Yeah, you want to. Fine by me. So that, oh wow, the speed boost from this quantum suit is ginormous. And I didn't have to do that because I had it in there. No, come on. You can go there, like so, and it's 1-to-1. And that's the last of our patterns done. Darn it. Don't think I have much more quartz dust. Is that it? Is that even the name? I can't remember. It's getting harder to think straight. And flux electron blend can go in there. Up and over. So now, if we order the ducts and tell it to make a whole bunch of them, available, and this should all work. Wow, look at that. Yeah, everything's being processed. Excellent. Duct automation for the win. And that's done. Brilliant. Not the 300, that's the amount. And since I don't have to actually fill them with redstone, what was it? Okay, so that makes the empty flux ducts, dang it, and petroleum dust. Let's okay. Yeah. So I think I want to automate these as well. Do we have enough to make more patterns? I wonder. I wonder why I never put an automated recipe in the machine for patterns. No, we don't have enough of the glass. I do have. Let's make 10 more. Yeah. Okay. Good. Make some more empty patterns, please. And this one should be quite easy, because it should be one empty. And let's head over to the transposer that handles our resonant glowstone, or not glowstone, Endearum. And because that one was fussy on being red, you're going to be fussy as well. And just... this is going to be the same as that, isn't it? But let's test that first. And you're going to be... okay, that needs to be redstone. Weird. That is weird, because I would have suspected that it wanted ender, resonant ender. So there should only be one resonant flux duct in the system. If that is the case, yes, that is the case. So that makes it a whole lot easier. So that's one empty to one full, and store the pattern in there. And you can go in there. So we will never have to bother with having to make these manually again, besides the petroleum dust. No acceleration cars on those, I think. No. Ta-da! and you can stack on there. Lightning speed crafting for the win. While we wait for these to finish, my plan is to move everything from one floor below us that is not used to produce power to another spot. Excuse me. Because I want our entire second floor to be dedicated only to power production. And maybe the UU matter production, but no lasers, no mob spawners, nothing. Because all of the stuff I have planned for the future requires amounts of power that I have never produced before. Because I had a look at what the other guys have been doing, and if you look at my neighbor, he has made some custom dimensions to help further his goals. Like he has an H full of plutonium, so his big reactors will be fueled indefinitely, and he has an H full of UU matter. And if I want to do the same, especially to help get as many iridium blocks as I want, I think I will have no other choice than to try and create my own custom dimensions. Because if I'm gonna do them, if I'm gonna make the blocks in all of the regular ways, it will go beyond the server lifespan. At least that's my fear. Or I would have to ask help from almost everyone that's on the server, and I don't want to. It's my project, and I want to accomplish as much of it by myself as I possibly can. So that's why I'm going to reserve the entire second floor for power and only power. Ducts. Now there should be a whole lot. 299 resonant flux ducts. Brilliant. And you can upgrade these even further, for those who are wondering, because the power limit is 32,000 RF per connection. There is one, which is the upgraded version of this, I do believe, that has unlimited transfer rates. And that's this one, the cryo-stabilized flux duct. And if we look at that, if we fill these, yeah, infinite amount of RF. Now, who doesn't like his power transportation network to transport infinite amounts? I do. They're expensive to make. I didn't even look at the recipe, but I think it requires ethereal glass. In fact, I'm pretty sure they. Oh, not that one. I'm pretty sure they require. Control U, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, ethereal glass, and that is made by unstable ingots, which is not a problem because I have done the activation ritual recently to get the active division sigils, and I can show you. I have a couple of them. So one I have used before, and 15 that I haven't used before. And now that I know how to do the actual ritual, because it was a Minecraft first for me, it should be pretty easy to make lots and lots more. So that is our work on this floor done for now, I do think. And before we try and do the next part I had planned for today, I will need to grab more of these. Orange is the color I use as the main network to distribute all of the channels from the controller to the spots where they actually go into machines. and after the tunnels that hook them up to the machines, I choose either green or blue. And I think we need to make more of these. Excuse me. Dense. And let's make some more dense cables. Let's make 100. And I think I will have to reinstall the crystal growth accelerators, because I also removed those to make space for the other machines. But I haven't decided where to put the inscribers and the accelerators. Not on this floor anymore, obviously, because I need the space for other things. Maybe I can squeeze them in on the floor where the lasers and the grinders are going to be. And that should be enough of the dense. And now the irregular orange. And I'll need 2 tunnels eventually. Tunnel. P2P, no, that's just the regular one, please. And that's the wrong flux crystals. It always does that. It always goes for the in this case, the most expensive one. Fluix. Ah, see, only have 43 more. So we'll definitely need to reinstall the crystal growth thingamadoodles. And I will need 2 of those. And I don't think I have the levels to name them. Or in my case, no, I need some more experience. But that's not really a problem, because I can just go to spawn and grab a couple of berries. If you decide to load in, thank you. Oh. There's not a whole lot left, so let's not use more than I need to. That's good. And go back. Wow. Even with the mufflers, you are still loud. How many pearls do we have again? 8,000. Doing well. I could also set up an ender farm in the end, but don't feel like it. Why do I still have these? Well, first things first. As number you, because you are the 10th. There we go. Now I can throw in all of the unnecessary junk. Or was it already connected? Don't think I have another free tunnel. No. They should all be occupied. Because that one... yeah, that one is connected to the smeltery and thing, so I will need to add one more. Oh, that one was. Color coding mess. Well, as long as I add them one by one and never break anything that's not meant to be broken, it should be fine. Where did I store the memory card? Did I put it into the system or in the tablet? No, it's in my tablet. Yeah. Yeah, it was 10, because I added one more after. And let's store you in the memory card and hook you up. And that's all gonna work, because of once I put that one up there, it's gonna connect. So that needs to come off. And is it being renamed like last time or not? No, this time it's not. And this one can actually go because I don't need you anymore. That I put the transfer node up there to see if it was a power problem that caused the buses to stop responding to the controller. And there. Not entirely sure if I need to redo the connection or the memory in the card, but just for good measure I'm going to. There we go. Well, I've already prepared a little bit, as you can see that dense ME cable is going down, and that is where we will be heading next. But first, I really need to stretch myself because I'm killing my nose. I need to take my medication, so I will be right back with you. Don't go away. We've plenty more to do, especially with automating the table. My voice is creepy? That's the first time I heard that. But anyways, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back with you. Here we are again. Oh, sorry for the interruption, but that really needed to happen there. And I forgot that I will need some other things before we can continue. And one of which is quartz fiber. Can I make that? Yeah. Let's make some, not a whole lot. Just a few. Did it? Oh, there we go. And do I have some ink? Yes, I do, not a lot, so I'll need to be careful with those that I don't use too many. And let's make a couple of dense black ones. 16 should be enough. And you can go all go back in. And some smart black cables. And that should suffice for now. Let's continue on down, and we will start work on the third floor that I have added. And there will probably be some mobs in there. No? No mobs this time? No. So as you can see, that's why I needed all of these resonant flux ducts. Because in time, everything that is flux duct now and downwards will be laser. The Buildcraft lasers. To help with our automation of the assembly tables. So first, just to test if they can be automated at all, we will need to run our dense orange cable to where the lasers are. And what will be the most effective way to do that? And I can actually bury them in the wall now, because that part is also in the world anchors. But I can always fix it later. So I want it to come out of there, and yeah, I want it to come out of there at some point. So let's make a hole so we can now run the cable in there. Do I really need to get out the shovel to do this? And I'm not gonna bother. Is my voice okay, Hook, if you're still listening, or is it is the mic too far from my mouth again? Okay, so we are over there, and just for now, make our life a little easier. Let's run the cable along the wall. It's fine. Thanks, buddy. I got a comment in the chat that my voice was being creepy. Now, I don't know if that's just an observation or it has something to do with my microphone settings, but you can go there. Quarry's still running. I set up a pretty decent size one the other day, and it's not blast through there. And that should be go up. It should be far enough, but we can double check that just by punching out these blocks, and apparently it's not. Oh, almost. Almost enough. Let's take the memory card out for now and go back to our dense cable. Start running it down here. and I think I will have it swapped to the black cable inside the floor. So just make sure that no orange cable is going to be visible inside the parts where the lasers are going to be. So to do that, let's make some room for ourselves to work, and grab the dense black. The orange can go away for now. You can go away. I'll keep the wrench, just for good measure. And smart orange and the tunnel. And let's not dig ourselves in. Is that going to work? No, that's going to cause problems. So the tunnel goes on there. And where is our smart cable? You can go there. The quartz fiber. The fiber is there solely just to power the network beyond this point, and not connect the data to it. And let's use our memory card to load the bus settings from up top, or the tunnel settings I should say. Okay, and that should be offline because I think I missed one piece of dense cable while I was running it. And yeah, I did miss it. Should have fixed it straight away, because if I had forgotten it, I would have been trying to troubleshoot this for a long time. And now this should be good to go. Yep, one channel. Good. Good, good. And that's off-centered now, isn't it? I think it is. Or did I? No, it's not. Phew. It is not. That's good. So let's run you out. And again, this is just for testing. I'll probably have it come up through the floor at some point. You need to come out and you. And we will need to go back up and grab an interface. And just one. Cute. Go in. There we go. Oh no, I have two. Weird. I'll store the augments away for now, and you can go away for now. Not really bothered about that. And to check, we're gonna make the recipe for it. And perhaps the redstone chipset, because that is the cheapest to make. So it's just one redstone per chipset. And why did I go out when I could have made the recipe already? Clear you. And redstone. Oh, another microblock. Yeah, we are experiencing some lag. Is it still backing up? No, it's not. Could be some residual stuff from the server backup running. I noticed Thor has had a lot of requests for world download, but as you can see, as it sits now, the world uncompressed is 27 gigabytes. And we're still mid-season, or still running the season on it, so I don't think you will make it available for download at least until the server closes. Now let's put you on there. And I can store the recipe in there. And this should be powered now. Or at least it should have a channel. Yeah, it does. Excellent. And the recipe is pre-programmed in here. And to see if it really works, I'm gonna grab myself, if I can stand on the right on the right elevator. I'm gonna grab myself a crafting terminal. ME crafting terminal. Do I have enough to make one? No, of course not. Why would I have enough to make a crafting terminal? And go, come on, one more down. Down, yep, there we go. And I can hook you up to there. So now, if I would to go to chipsets and say, make me 100. Haha, that works. Awesome. That is actually awesome. I didn't expect it to work, but it does. And what is going to be the biggest issue? I think that it is gonna continue to pump stuff in there, so we're gonna set it to that, to not push items into the assembly table once it has them. It's not really fast because I don't have a whole lot of lasers yet. But once this is done, oh, this is gonna be fun. And so all I need to do now is decide how many of the assembly tables we will actually need to do all of this. And to do that, well, to help me establish that, we'll head up and see how much do we have in here. That is that. So let's take you out for now, and you can go to there. So that's 5. That's just for the chipsets, yeah. Gold, diamond, iron. Yeah. So we need 5 for the chipsets, and we will need 2 for the machine frames, because I'm either going to need another basic one or a resonant one. I'm not gonna bother with everything in between. So that's 7, and we need an assembly table. Can I actually see the recipes in here somewhere? Yeah. Okay, a total of 79 recipes for the assembly table. I'm not going to do that, but we will also need one for the irradiant uranium. Okay, quartz chipset. What are those used for? Are those just for the gates? I'm not gonna bother with gates, so I don't want those. So that would make a total of 8. Okay, now so that's for the bees. Pulsating chipset. What are those used for? Just that. Just for the one recipe. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep one assembly table in there for manual purposes, so that's okay. An issue. So we're still stuck on 8 assembly tables. Let's quickly stroll through here and see if we can find something else. That's just pipe wire, I do think. Yes, that's pipe wire. That's a chipset, so we already have one of those. That's going to be a problem. So that's still 8. List, okay. Let's upgrades, don't want those, no. A lens, no. Filters, no. Because I'm not using Buildcraft transportation stuff. So I guess that's just 8. So we are going to keep it at 8 for now. And I'm not going to count this one, because this is going to be moved down there for the manual processing. So we have 4 on us and 1 down there. So that makes 5. And lucky for us, I have pre-programmed the assembly table recipe in the assembly chambers, the molecular assemblers. Oh, there's already 5 in here, so I have enough. Haha. Fooled you and myself. And because we have the crafting terminal down there, that's actually a good thing, because we don't have to actually pop back up just to do all of it. And I should have cancelled the recipe. It's 15. Because I need to work out a proper layout for this. So that's 8 channels. So that's 1 entire cable, 1 entire smart cable to hook all of that up. And I will also need 8 import buses. That's just for the automated stuff. Okay, let me think for a second. What would be wise to do? I think what we will do before I start making this, start to make this room look like a copy of the laser room I have upstairs. We will need to run all of all of these ducts, and that's why I'm glad I made 300 of them, because we're going to need so many of them. I will actually need to test if I run these down here, if they will be physically able to reach the assembly table. So the furthest one I want to place is that there, because they can't be more than 4 air blocks away from the table. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. If I do you? No. That is hooked up to the, yeah, that is hooked up to the power line. It has RF. It's just not responding. Am I too far down? I wonder. Let's go grab our trusty tape measure. I probably am, because it would have responded to the table by now. Come on, go up. No. So that's the one. That's 8. Wow, that is way too far down. Just as a test, let's run a couple of those down here. And so if that's 8, I need to come up 4. So 1, 2, 3. If I do 3, the laser will sit on top, and in theory we'll have, yeah, okay. So that one can reach. That's my wrench. I don't need the tablet now. I'll pull you off. Just pull you off as well. And go like so. Will you yeah, okay. That is weird because I do think that that is further than 4 air blocks away. But that's that doesn't matter much. Just to double check, if I put this one down, that also works. Okay, so it looks like I was down one too far. That's not a problem, because now I'll have space to fill all of this in with the anti-blocks. And I can take you. This is gonna require so many of the ducks, but that's fine. We have the materials to do it. And let's see, that can come out. Yeah, that can come out. So let's finish that wall first. I didn't even do the math on how many lasers this is gonna be. Okay, so that's one full stack of those gone, and I'm not too happy about it doing that, but that can't be helped, I guess. Okay, I was gonna say that was just a visual glitch, but it corrected itself. That's nice. Dun, dun, dun. Lots and lots of clicking. Okay, so that's that done. And just come on. Did I not break you? What's going on with the yeah, we are having some tick lag. Okay, good. So you came off, and I don't want one there because that's gonna look weird. Let's just slap down. Oh no, don't want you there either, because that's gonna connect to you in a way I don't like. So let's take you off again. And like so. And this is going to be in the floor, so that needs to come off. So one space open. So if I were to do it like that, yeah, and I can use a cover later to cover the flux duct. So that's good. And start slapping you down for creative flight for the win, yay! No. that's a whole lot of beams. But I like it. I do like it. So the idea is that the item that requires the most RF is going to be centered in this block. I will probably have to duplicate this to the other side, but that's fine. It will just require a whole lot of whole lot more of the ducts and of the lasers, but that's just diamonds and whatnot. Never would have imagined hearing myself say that. It's just a matter of diamonds, because I knew I struggled to find them in the early stages of this mod pack. Let's go. $34 left. Made 100. Guess the recipe is done. And then this is just the bottom half. Oh dear. I mean, if I really wanted to, I can encase this entire thing with lasers. The question is, should I? Tell me what you think in the comments. Should I fill this entire block with lasers or not? And I think I will have to, yeah, that needs to be open. And this needs to be open. Getting there. Oh my god. So many lasers. And yeah, we can start laying in the floor plan with these things. How many do I have? Oh, I still have a few stacks. That is good. Once I have more than one recipe running, this will also be a massive drain on the power. Oh, good thing we're very close to getting a big reactor. Excuse me. Don't think I have the stuff to go straight to a turbine. I'll, before we end the stream, we'll have a look and see how much we will actually need still to even start thinking. Well, I will have to run the regular version, if you can call it that, just to get the cyanide. I know I can make cyanide with yellorium, but why waste the yellorium when you can actually make power with it? Should have made some lights down here now, shouldn't I? But no matter, I can walk. Oh. And off. And off. And I think I will decorate it in a similar way that I did with the smaller version up top. I don't think I'll add the logo in this one though. I think I'll save that for the manual side of things. And I said that I wanted to have the cable come up the middle, and the middle's not actually there. But the table will, all of the tables will have to be off-centered anyway. Let's reconnect that for now. Just to be able to grab more stuff if we would need it. And run you down there. And we'll have you reconnect up to there, but I don't have enough black cable to do that right now, do I? No. Wow. Ooh, that's a whole lot of green. And it's going to be covered in a whole lot of black by the time we are done. 8 more lasers to go. We are quickly running out. Oh, and I still have had 100 in the ME system. Silly me. No, I'm not gonna order 100 more straight off the bat. I'm actually gonna be smart this time. Because even though I said they are only diamonds, I don't have a true infinite source for them yet. I can get infinite amounts if I wait long enough, but it's not like the auto crafting at the push of a button. So, and we can fill you. Now I wish that the black cable would have been darker. I could also try and use the cable facades set to the anti-block covers. Or just the anti-block. Can you do it with covers, or do they need to be full blocks? Oh, that should be easy enough to find out. And it's a shame you're not watching, Hook. This is an absurd amount of lasers. There will probably be people that have way more, but do I actually need to fill in this corner? No, because I do think that they don't require. Yeah. Let's empty you out first. You had a quick look. What do you think? Pure madness. Yeah, because that's basically what it is. It's just pure madness. And okay, I can actually take those out. That would save me a whole lot. If I just keep the top connected. I'll think about it. Feel free to do so, buddy. Anyone on the server is welcome to use my machines as long as they don't deplete my my inventories of items. Machines, they are always free to use. I mean, there's almost no bigger frustration than having to wait for stuff to finish when there's someone that can almost instantly make it for you. And I do feel that that is what among other things, a server community is for. To help each other out should they need it. I know there are also people that want as few amount of hands helping them as possible, and I can also respect that. And I also respect the people that do want help, because tedious stuff is just that, right? Tedious. And as I've said before, certain things do tend to get really tedious after a while. Oh, no, fly. Go gadget flight. Once I hook this up, just for giggles, and another word that I won't pronounce, but just for laughs, we will supply it with stuff to make one resonant one resonant frame, and see how fast it will turn it out. But first, we do not have enough lasers to fill all of this. How many more do I need to complete it? So just 2? Really? Was I 2 lasers short to fill the Chamber of Madness? That's why I'm going to call this from this day on the Chamber of Madness. So that's, I did say 2, yeah. I mean, it's next start. That's 1. It's waiting for the thermionic fabricator to make the other tubes. It's probably low on temperature, so that is warming up. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25. No? Dang it. Come on, man. Don't leave my audience hanging. What? Why are you no crafty? Come on. uh, those cliffhangers. Did I mess something up? Okay. Why are you not pulling out? Oh, you are pulling out. Lol. Yeah. But I must confess, Hook, that my skills in using editing software of any nature is not really for me. I tried it before, and I actually do more damage than good when I edit stuff. And that is one of the beautiful things I feel, yeah, about streaming, because it's raw. And although I've said before that I will release edited versions to cut out boring stuff, I feel that this is my style. I start the stream and I have a couple of things written down beforehand that I want to do, and everything else we'll just do on the fly, or just come up with as we, or make it up as we go along. And that's really just how I want to do things. No, ink. I've got 15 ink sacs left. Not really a problem. Let's grab some more dens. And now I can't reach the bottom. Diggy, diggy, diggy. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Okay, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you look at people that play other games, for example, I've played World of Tanks for a while, and there are a lot of people that stream that, and they don't plan, or well, to an extent, they don't really plan what they're gonna do that evening either. And if they come across something good, like a fantastic game or a silly moment or whatnot, usually they will release a heavily edited version of that match with commentaries, which I could also probably do, but you know, I will have to ask you guys what you use and how you actually um, edit stuff, because a lot of you, the videos that you guys are publishing are really good, and I do realize that if I want my channel to grow, streaming enough or by itself is not enough. But as I stated from one of my earlier streams, I'm not streaming to grow a larger audience per se. If it grows because people like what they see and like what I do, and that's fantastic. I couldn't wish for more. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's no. It's not a letdown per se, for lack of a better description. And everyone that is sub to me and watch my videos, I'm very grateful that they are there and that they watch my content. But people that see my work and don't feel so inclined to subscribe, I mean yeah, it's not the end of the world, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. I really don't, because I would love nothing more to have a large audience that enjoys what I do, or that enjoys watching me do what I do. But by that I also immediately realize that I can't please everyone. and I've noticed that from the few comments that I did get while streaming, that well, Minecraft is certainly not for everyone, and not everyone's style of streaming or making videos is to everyone's liking, and that's just the nature of who we are, the nature of the human race. And I think that's also one of our biggest advantages. It's our diversity and our ability to like other things. I mean, imagine that how many people are on this world? Like 7 billion off the top of my head. Imagine that 7 billion people only enjoy strawberry ice cream. I know it's a funny example, but you know, imagine that we would only enjoy the exact same things. I think that would be a very, very boring world indeed. I need to make some more lasers to fill in the hole. I think it was 2, so let's order 2 more. So to everyone that is subscribed to me, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for doing so. And for the people that don't want to sub to me, no hard feelings. Of course, I would like for you guys to to subscribe to me, but no, that's not just gonna happen if you don't actually feel like doing it. So one more there, and while we wait for that stuff to finish, let's go there and grab. Why are you here? Go away. You shouldn't even be outside of your box. And 1. And basic circuits, I can throw those back into the system even. And okay, I had a ton of these. And 2, 1. And all I need is an Indirium gear, but I think I can pull that from the system. Oh, you went there, did you? Oh, you want some? Here. That's plus 40 attack damage for you. A gear. Oh yeah, plenty of those. So let's throw you out. Put you in there. And a you. And 1 of you. 2 of you. And 1 plate. And that isn't enough. Because I am missing what? Oh, the wrong circuit board. La la. And our laser should be done by now. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, so that's all of these spots filled. And let's put it to the test. Chamber of Madness in operation. Take 1. I'll have to wait till all the lasers turn blue before you can actually see how much progress it's making. Wow. Are they all firing? Are you all doing your job? Yes, you are. Good. That's a whole lot of blue. That also indicates that they're getting enough power to output to their fullest capability. And yeah, that is if I had to take a guess, that would be like 4 or 5 minutes per resonant machine frame. That's again, that's just a guess though. Yeah. Oh, don't you worry, Hook. If you look at the conduits at the back wall, you can see how many more I'm gonna need. I mean, I made 100 plus 4, and I had a couple in here. So half a cuboid. Let's say 100. That's 110. Yeah. So that's 110 lasers, and I don't think I'm gonna do the. Or am I going to? Yeah, let's do the ceiling. So I need to make 110 more. 110 more lasers. Uh, laser. Just to be safe, let's order 120. So you can see, to make one half of the cuboid, that's 300 diamonds. And there are already 300 down there. And one assembly table takes 4 diamonds as well. So yeah, but it's all good. Um, I think it will look and work really nice once it's done. It damn well better. Excuse my language, but that came out before I knew what I was saying. But it you know it better work as I intended to. Oh, I'm gonna be very disappointed. And let's see, how much progress is that? Oh yeah, it's almost halfway done. Yes, sirree. How many? Oh wow, I've burned through a lot of the conduits. Uh, the ducts, I should say. So, oh, duct. Let's order more. We need more. Resident. It has the recipe for those, hasn't it? Yeah. Then why is it not recognizing? Eh, doesn't matter. Anything? No. Is that too large a batch? I'm not missing anything. Or is that just too much? If I order a smaller amount, will that work? No. The crafting CPU is available. Let's see. Something must be going on. I think I ordered a similar amount earlier. Let's see what is up. Okay, that's empty. Ah, that is still crafting the chipsets. And I can cancel that because they never got imported. Uh, hmm. It should be able to do those. Or is it just too much on the storage part, because I don't have as many parts in the storage as I did before. Can I order 100? Yeah, I can order 100. So that's good. I have a secondary crafting CPU, so let's order 100 more. And it should be doing its stuff. And I can continue doing this, which is more ducts. I'm almost starting to sound like Rock here, with 100% more ducts. I think I might need some psychological help after I'm done with this. Yes, and I know that there are people out there that would suggest that already. And like so, 17 more. Yeah, I'm gonna need those ducts as soon as it can turn them out. Dee dee dee. 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Don't fall down. Let's see, how many lasers do we have? Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's 120 lasers. Oh! Hmm. Yeah. I only wanted to sound like Grok, not be like Grok. And for that comment, he's probably gonna prank me, but oh, it was bound to happen at some point or another. Da, da, da. Dude, this is madness. It's almost done. And it's only half completed. How are you doing ducts wise? Oh, good. You are done. Can I order 200 of those? What the? Why is it not accepting these? Is it the wrong? Oh. Why are you doing that? Is that the wrong? No. I'm curious. Now I want to know. Why will it not accept? Okay. And am I crashing? Server closed. Okay. Well, it looks looks like that will be our episode. What did I do? I have no idea. No idea. And good morning, Brink. That reminds me, I should check more often if people are writing anything. No, I'm sorry, guys. For some reason, the after the auto reboots, yeah. Question is, should I bore you guys for another 5 minutes with me blabbering on a server connection screen? What was the 7.4 billion remark to Brink? I'm curious now. Weird though that you're typing stuff in chat when it says that nobody's actually watching. Yeah. No. Still hasn't rebooted yet. Oh well. I guess I'll have to call that a stream. Let's try one more time. No, it's not booting. So yeah, I had hoped we could finish in a different way, but the closing of the server made that impossible. I think we had quite a few things done today. Most of it was trying to let you guys catch up to what I've done. I do realize that I have done a whole lot off camera. Thing is, I just can't always wait till I have a chance to stream to actually do stuff. I do have time to play, but you know, I do have a family to take care of, and that doesn't always allow me to stream. I mean, I can play while watching the kids, but I can't actually stream. I guess you guys will understand that. So I will try and stream as often as I can. And on that note, if you like the stream or enjoyed the video afterwards when I release it on YouTube, please leave a like and or subscribe to my channel. And I hope I will see you all very soon. Goodbye for now.